Like so many young men, I thought my father was a little too tough on me. He was an old army guy, and he was tough as nails. And I was just a young kid that wanted to be out playing ball in the streets. So those two didn't really jive that well. And anybody that knows my dad knows he doesn't put up with insolence. He would leave these crazy long to-do lists. They would take all day long. They were dirty, nasty, and he wanted perfection by the end of that to-do list. But there was a good side to Charlie, my dad. He loved to take me fishing. He was starting to hone his skills as a good fisherman. But some days were kind of long, and it was tough being a 10-year-old kid out there on the water for like 8 hours at a time as he's trying to catch a bass. I would catch fish occasionally, but anyway, it was good times. It was good memories from that. We also rebuilt this engine in my first car, 71 Chevelle, and man, was that car fast. But that time that we spent building that engine, it was a good experience. Taught me some mechanical ability that I really needed in the future. And when I graduated high school, he gifted the car to me. I think he was probably happier than I was getting that car. But that was a good one right there. And then when I started, I think I was 22, 23, I decided I wanted to do something a little different, something special. And I figured military was a good option. So I went and talked to him about my military options. He recommended Air Force or Coast Guard. So we went to the recruiter, and about 2 months later, I was sitting in boot camp. And I started to kind of figure out where he was coming from on a lot of this stuff. The instructors didn't put up with any crap either, and they wanted perfection as well. So anyway, I made it through boot camp and came back, and it's kind of where our relationship started to get a lot better. I understood what he wanted, how he wanted it, and honestly, that direction he gave me to go into the military was probably the best thing I ever did. And can't think of a better option in my life to make me grow as a person. And I wouldn't have done it without my dad. So he was there for me. He was also there for my mom when she got sick. She smoked her whole life, ended up with COPD and heart failure. And he was there every day. He stood by her and helped her in every way possible. And we saw a different side of my dad, more of a sensitive side. And that's not something we're used to seeing. And it was nice to see the old man show his softer side. And throughout that ordeal, it made our family come together as a unit. Those tragedies sometimes they bring people together, and it certainly did our family. So we got through that, and my dad went back to do what he loved to do, fish. He became a charter boat captain, and man, could he play that part well. He'd grow that beard out and sit down on the dock and chat with the people. It was great to see him do that. And he would take my friends out fishing as well. We would go out and catch tons of fish, and he would have a huge smile on his face, and so would we. It was just, it really built, the bond that we had together really grew through those experiences. But I look back on all those tough times growing up, and I realized that the best thing he gave me was that work ethic. All those hard to-do lists taught me how to work fast, work efficiently, and by all means do it right, because if you didn't, you're going to do it over again. So that's really, I think, what I really take away from my dad is that work ethic and that can-do attitude. So thanks, Dad.